Subscribe to my study channel and press on a bell icon to get latest video on Python, data science and machine learning. Alright everyone. So let's discuss about another data types available in a Python, which is sets. So we have learned about till now two data structure. One is a list and another one is a tuple. And both of these data types or data structures are ordered in nature. So let's say if you just put at zeroth location I, every time at zeroth location you will get I only, unless and until you do not update, change or any kind of modification you apply on the top of this list. And tuples itself just cannot be modified. So when you try to retrieve individual elements of this list or a tuples, every time you can retrieve in a same order only. So that is the ordered collection, you can say. Now we are going to learn about the two data structure which are unordered. So if you just supply, let's say 1, 5, 6, then 0. But next time when you retrieve it, you may not get in a same order like 1, 5, 6 and 0 only. It may happen that while iterating over every single element of this set, you will get 5 first, then 0, 6, 1. Anything can happen. Alright, so one thing about sets and a dictionary what we are going to learn from now onwards, that is an unordered collection of data type. Next important thing about the set is it's a unique element only it can occupy. So let's say if I just keep 6 again, it will just simply discard it. So it will hold only unique element. So let's see how we can define this set. So to define a set, we can just simply use set function and let's just supply, let's say 3, 4, 5, 7. And if I just execute it, oops, there is, yeah, so you have to pass it here iterable. So iterable in the sense another list, let's say. So I will just pass list here and let's just execute it. So it has written a set having a 4 values 3, 4, 5 and 7. Let me just assign it to, let's say, S1 as a set. And if you go to the variable explorer, you can see S1 got defined, still not appeared here. Let me execute it again. Yes. And if I just try to find the type of this S1, so that is a set. Sometimes it may happen this kind of problem. So let's just restart this IPython console. Oops, I have to restart it. So that is for the restart. Alright, let me just execute this S1. Oops, still not appear. That's okay. Might be some issues going on with my IDE, but that's alright. Now if you just try to find the type of this S1, that is nothing but set. Now suppose if I just add one more like a 4 only. And even if I try to define this set, I will have just a 4 element only. So let's just print the value of this S1. So it contains just 3, 4, 5, 7 because 4 was already exists. So it has just discarded it. We have a methods like S1, let's say dot add. If I try to add, let's say 3, and if I just execute it, it has not returned anything because it just does all those modification in place only. So let me print this S1. So the idea behind this set is it can hold only unique sets of unordered element. So you can see we tried to add 3, but now 3 was already appeared, so it just immediately discarded. Let's say instead of 3, if I just try to put, let's say 30, and if I just do it, and if I just run this S1 again, so now 30 appears because 30 was not exist earlier. Alright, so that is about the set. Now let's see what operations we can perform on this set. So let's say you can do even a copy, you can so if you are already aware about those Venn diagram what you have learned in this high school mathematics, so that is exactly same way it just works. So let me create a 2 set let's say, and then we will see what are the operations combinedly we will perform between these two sets. So let's say set, I'm just going to provide here, let's say 1 2 3 4 5, oops, and another set I am going to create is nothing but S2. Now let's just keep few overlapping elements. So let's just keep 4 and 5 as overlapping element. Then we have a 6, 7, 8. Alright. Alright. Let me execute both of them. So S1 and S2 created. Now let's see what we can do. So this is simple like add we have done. Clear, just remove every single element, and you can even copy and create the new physically on your hard drive. Let's try to find a difference. So let's say between S1 and S2 we want to find a difference, and you can see the difference is 1 2 3. So it will just do from first element which are the elements are common. So 4 and 5 were common and it has written 1 2 3. There is a one more methods like S1 dot difference update. So whatever difference was there, it will update on S1 itself. So if I just execute it, it won't return anything. Instead of that, if you just try to print S1, you can see now S1 appears 1 2 3. So the difference between this difference method and difference update method is that difference method will create a brand new set and it will return us. So that's what it has done here, whereas difference update will do all those updates in a original set only. So it will do in place modification. Let's see some more. Alright, so now our S1 got updated. Let me just execute both of them again, and let's see. So difference update. Let's do the intersection. So between S1 and S2 there is the intersection. So intersection is 4 and 5. So these are the common element. Same way intersection update also works, because underscore update indicates here in place modification. Let's say is subset. So is something is subset of something else. So S1 is subset of S2. Let me just execute. So it's a false, because every single element is not a part of S2. Same way we have a S1 dot is superset. Definitely not, because every single element of S2 is not a part of S1. You can experiment and change the different elements in this set S1 and S2 and try it out yourself that when it comes true. Let's see what we can do more. So let's say we can remove something, we can pop, there is a union, that's important one. So union, so every single element it will return from both this set. Only thing is that it won't repeat anything. So 1 2 3 4 5, then 4 5 again got repeated in S2, so it just remove it, and then 6 7 8. So S1, let's see, let's say pop, so it will just remove the last element. So it has removed the first element, right? Yeah. So that's nothing like a last or a first in case of this set, because it's unordered. So if I just print S1, now I just have a 2 3 4 5. Let's say I'll just try it again, pop, and I have a 3 4 5. So 2 got removed. We have a specific method like remove also. So suppose I want to remove, let's say 5, and if I just print, so I have just now 3 and a 4 only. Alright, so majority of important methods we have seen what we can apply on the top of this two sets, and you can experiment and practice yourself about this set. The idea behind this set is whenever you want to put unordered collections of value and only unique values, you only use this set only. Alright, see you into next video. We will see about another important data structure, dictionary.